welcome once again to Zilla Perspectives. And this is just a real quick chime in. As you are coming in, please hit that like button, share this out if you would. And of course, you see what's on your screen. I'm wondering, is this 46 and fine or foolin? And I say foolin not to disparage the sister Keisha Cole, but this is something that when I was young, we didn't see in this age range. Middle-aged women in our upbringing was like Claire Huxtable. And we see how even in recent weeks, how Felicia Rashad was treated over pointing out the change, the massive, drastic change that has happened, especially within Black women culture, from presenting a high level of classy to reverting and moving into the realm of trashy. And we're not obviously going to have a bunch of classy youngsters when our middle-aged adults are out here thirst trapping. And this also brings up another conversation. When you hear all of these years that, oh, the women back in the old days, they had to be miserable because they had to be under the patriarchy and all of this. Well, here's one thing they were not. They were not 46 and used. 46 and all of their historic rods have been posted through social media and all the regular media because these relationships have been public. And still to this day, you're ending up dating a youngster who, when you were 20, would have just been being born. So, it's not really all the greatest of looks. I'm sure there'll be some women out there to be like, hey, old dudes mess with young women all the time. Okay. Now tell me what young dude is really looking to marry Keisha Cole. And I hope that most women do not look at Keisha Cole as themselves. Keisha Cole has enough money. She's got plenty of work done. And so what you're seeing is a result of years and plastic surgery. And so you're not dealing with the damage on the inside. And when you're talking about a Keisha Cole, her family life was extremely tumultuous. And to my understanding, I can't recall ever really hearing about her being in therapy. And with her sister, and then her mother, rest in peace, you knew how that relationship went on because you saw it play out in their reality TV show. Then she also didn't know who her real father was. That was a whole issue. So I hope people don't look at Keisha Cole and be like, yes. No, what you need to be looking at is this is what repetitive damage looks like. And at some level, the women in these situations have to take accountability for the destruction that they partake in, because again, in these failed relationships, it always takes two. So it's all of these men that have went on without her. They're not all, it can't be all one-sided. That's not how relationships work. And when they fail, see, here's the problem and the curse of the double standard. Women, there are double standards out here, and one of them is publicly showing your numbers. And then being at the age, realistically, what you're seeing is a fancy wall. If, for all intents and purposes, this is Lala Anthony all over again. However, Lala, contrary to good decision making, decided to break up her household at this stage in the game. I don't know what makes a woman at 40 years old say, now is the time to leave my marriage and go find something new. Then you're seeing these videos of the results of doing that. And now these women are late 50s, 60s, and they're talking about how nobody wants to wife them up. They're just there for the good time. And all the things that and attributes they want of a husband is what they left because the situation wasn't perfect, which this is and this is the other part. How serious do these ladies really take their vows? Because I hear, oh, well, this husband wasn't this, that, this, and that, but dating's terrible out here. Well, then what you're stating is the grass was not greener. And in spite of a person's flaws, to which that person deals with your flaws as well. See, I think that part goes widely unappreciated. Ladies, my advice to you, learn to appreciate that man that actually accepts your flaws. Now, I ain't talking to the people that this is how it's going to be and this is how I want it and all of that delusional mess. I'm talking to the ones who actually want to keep that thing together. So my question, again, I go back to this. Is this 46 and fine or is this 46 and foolish? Unfortunately, my take on this is it's foolish. It's fooling. That's what it is. It's fooling because you're putting a package and presenting a package out there that, yes, this would have been great 20 years ago. But now it's at 46 years old. You're closer to 50 and we're thirst trapping. And so again, it seems like we're missing something. And then you're dealing with something in Keisha Cole. Like I said, you're going to be coming with a lot of baggage, man. So, and she'll be looking for the younger rappers, and that will only be a routine of fun. I hope that she doesn't go the way of being a modern day unmarried Liz Taylor, to where we always just, she's back at it again. So, who knows, family? I just wanted to weigh in on this one because I saw this as like, man, again? So, and at least she did it. She's under 50. I'll give her that. She did her bathing suit picture before 50. However, there's going to be a lot of horn dog thirsty dudes out there that, those are the long-term simps. That's Sir Simpington will be like, yeah, oh, she's still fine and this and that. And don't get me wrong, the woman still looks good, but I'm not moved by seeing a 46-year-old woman in a bathing suit posting a picture on the gram. To me, I'm wondering, why are you doing that? Why are you barely clothed at that age with kids that is close to, like her? She do have some young children, but she also has older children at this point. So think about how long it's been since we seen her whole thing play out. And that's before the marriages and all of this. You've had a real good chance to see how this doesn't work. So I'm just wondering who's going to co-sign it and be like, well, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all just need to let her be her. Okay. Yep. My advice to you ladies, don't follow that trend. It has not ended well. Look at Vivica Fox. Look at Lisa Ray. Look at all of them who did their, was it Tracy? All of them with their over 50 bathing suits. 50 and single. Because the wall is unmistakable. When you have a good man, ladies, hold on to him. Because most of these women, the men that they have left, have went on to have successful relationships. At some point, the finger got to be pointed at this person. And to say that this is what you're seeing from this individual at 46 doesn't really point the finger at everybody else. But let me know what you guys think. Just wanted to give my quick take on this. And, this has been a Zilla Perspectives quick little hit right here. Like and share this broadcast. And until the next time, family, y'all take care. Have a blessed one. Peace.